What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about GTA 6 yet again, and if December 27th means anything, now to you or I, it might not mean much, but to a lot of fans of GTA, it might mean something. So, I started seeing this a little while ago. There's actually quite a bit here. I don't like to ever completely write it off. I'm like 98% sure that nothing's going to happen on the 27th, but I don't want to write off entirely, and I actually think, the detective work and the putting together, like the moon systems and stuff, like what people are doing online is really cool. Honestly, it is cool. It's cool to have such like a passionate fan base for GTA. So I want to go over, what is there anything actually behind the 27th, maybe even January, something to kind of keep an eye on. But ultimately, in terms of my prediction, I don't think anything is going to happen. It would be Friday. I mean, that is a good day to do something. If you were going to show a trailer, I guess keep your eyes peeled. But I would personally not really expect much. And before I get into the article, just want to say Merry Christmas Eve for all that celebrate. Thank you for taking however much time out of your day that this video requires you to take. But no, I do appreciate it. Okay, let's not waste your time any further. Let's read this article. So we're going to go to PC Gamer. GTA 6 fans are convinced that a new trailer is going to release on December 27th because the moon and a license plate told them so. So I do love that title. I think it's very sarcastic, and I can appreciate that. It does technically get a little bit deeper than what the title says, but I think, in terms of the humor, it's definitely there, and I can appreciate it. Okay, so this all originates, and they say this theory started on a GTA 6 Leaks Twitter account after it broke down a post made by a Rockstar Dev. Now, if you go over to that post, Rockstar Dev might be teasing a GTA 6 announcement. Cat is out of the bag. Cat hair shaped into a 6. The phone number on the plate is for a shop called 27 Auto Sales, which is located in Florida. Rockstar sent devs sweatshirts with GTA 6 theme colors. Someone is cooking over Rockstar Games, or just an elaborate troll. I actually do think a lot of these things are planned by them. Maybe some of them, like, literally on purpose. Some of them, I actually think they kind of walk into these coincidences, and they lean into it. And I kind of can appreciate that even from Rockstar. So, they kind of go over that in the paragraph. Rockstar Games' Instagram account currently has 27 posts. 27 seconds into the GTA 6 trailer, you can see a pink car with the number 27 written on the back window, and the license plate of a Los Santos State Trooper car adds up to make 27. Now, there is one update to this. They actually deleted a post. So now on their Instagram, there are 26 posts. The 27th post, kind of lining up with the 27th. This is what really makes me, like, specifically even stopping here. There's more to it we'll get to in a second, but this right here is why I do believe that sometimes they walk into it, like, by accident, and then they kind of double and triple down. Like that, that Twitter post, I think that's them doubling down on it just to kind of, and because, look, the thing is, people do the work for them. People like me, I mean, I'm very small, I would say, compared to a lot of these other people. A lot of these big accounts that are spreading this stuff, they do the engagement, they do, like, the hype build up. They do it for Rockstar. You don't have to pay them. I mean, they get paid advertising money and stuff on YouTube and whatnot, but, for the most part, they do a lot of this work on their own, and they get people pumped up on their own. They don't even need, Rockstar to give a trailer to get people pumped up. And I think that right there is why they sometimes will do things that will get people thinking something. So deleting a post, I think they saw this. I think Rockstar, the marketing team, knows about this 27 thing, and they know they have 27 posts. I think that's probably incidental, but then they deleted one, so now they're at 26 to make the 27th maybe line up with the date, which I think is very clever. If I guess on the other side of things, if something does happen, that would be mind-blowing and really, really cool. But if it doesn't end up happening, it's just like a trolling kind of attempt, right? I think it's not even an attempt. It was a successful, it was a successful operation. So, okay, you keep going. Some players have taken the 27 theory and run with it in all sorts of ridiculous directions. One player pointed out that there are 27 days in the lunar cycle, which in and of itself doesn't mean much, but it did bring back the old GTA 6 moon theory back into the spotlight. And this one gets really deep. I mean, really, what it goes to, Red Dead Redemption 2 trailer was October 20th of 2016. Red Dead Redemption's first trailer was released on November 30th, 2009. Both of those on a waning gibbous moon phase, which connects back to that moon theory. And they say if you are a moon believer, However, keep your eyes peeled for January 19th, 2025, as this is the next, phase of that moon cycle. So that's another thing. I personally did not really believe that. I think we've gone through like the moon cycle, which is interesting that you're even saying that out loud. I never really thought I'd be talking about a moon cycle with GTA 6, but here we are. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess January 19th is a day to kind of keep in mind. This one part actually is a little interesting. In my mind, one of the most convincing arguments around the 27 theory, or the most bizarre coincidence, was pointed out by Insight Angel. Apparently, the identification order number for Bonnie and Clyde was 1227, like 1,227, which is 1227. Does link to December 27th, and Bonnie and Clyde have been obvious inspirations for GTA 6's two protagonists. And so there you go. I mean, you can probably get deeper. I kind of skipped around just a little bit, but I mean, it is interesting. Again, like, these things are fascinating. They are cool. I don't think every game can like hang with this, right? It takes like a special kind of game to like have people really lean in and I'm not saying like actually believe, like, look, something could happen, and they have to show it eventually. The game, for what we know right now, comes out in the fall, and so you're about to enter. I mean, this is actually what's crazy. We're almost at the end of this year, right? We're going in 2025. We're in the year that ideally GTA 6 comes out in. So any one of these months, like, yeah, you're gonna show a trailer too, and then eventually you even go deeper than that, and you're gonna show gameplay and first look type stuff, the IGN previews of the world. Like, we're getting closer. So can something happen? Yeah, anything can happen, right? But I don't know. For what I've talked about in the past, when I talk about like game announcements and like leaks and rumors and stuff, for what it's worth, in my experience covering it, generally, like, everybody kind of goes away for the holiday. That's why it's more dead. You look at the gaming industry in the last, I would say, probably week, since last, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, a lot of people, and when I say a lot of people, like developers, right? Like the people working on these games, putting these things together, so many of them do go on vacation. They take a week off, they take 2 weeks off. Some of the bigger and maybe more like successful companies you'll see take 3-4 weeks off. They might take mid-December to mid-January. It's just completely gone. And that's just the way they run things. So you don't get stuff, in this era right now, like where we're at, the late December, early January. People aren't at work. You might have pre-scheduled stuff, but the thing is, like, a trailer being announced seems pretty big. It seems like it would have to coincide with like other marketing stuff, and it's like, I don't know if you could pre-plan that, right? I think you need to be, I think you can do it a little, but I think you have to be there. I think you have to like be active, right? So like if you legitimately show the next GTA trailer on Friday, I imagine like the staff has to like be ready, because anything can really happen. Like, some random internet thing could happen, but also like, you probably do interviews around that time with like the various outlets, and like a lot of them were on break too. You look at the IGNs of the world. Yeah, there's stuff, but it's not as much. So I don't know. It's like, this is just not really a time you do announcements. That's why the Game Awards is really kind of the end, because people go to the Game Awards, all the, the big publishers, developers, and journalists. And when the Game Awards is over, people, I mean, yeah, they'll stay for a day or two. They'll write up their end of the year, work, and then they peace out. Then they go on break, right? So it's like, I don't know. That's like one of the biggest things to me why I don't really believe it. On top of like, other, because we've seen this stuff before. I guess that's the other thing. There's been outlandish connections before, which are cool, but they're crazy. They're kind of far out, and they never really amount to anything. If they did amount to stuff, then I would believe it more. But, we've seen it before, and it's like, I don't know. I feel like if you were to tell me this would happen January 27th, I'd believe you more, because everybody's back at work, and it makes more sense in my head. So that's my thoughts on it. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. I'll be here on Friday, so I'll keep my eyes open for it for sure. But let me know what you think. Make sure, as always, you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.